What up, YouTube? T-Movies here. With that new horror comedy premiere this week, Freaky. Since it is a bit like a Freaky Friday scenario, I decided to go ahead and do my review for 2003's remake of Freaky Friday. Now, I know there was also a couple of original, like obviously, most notably the 1977 one with Jodie Foster and Barbara Harris. But I gotta say, when people talk about how remakes aren't usually as good as the original, I will say one thing: 2003's Freaky Friday, I might prefer over the original. I mean, it's something how Lindsay Lohan has starred in two remakes that I find should be better than the original. Obviously, her first ever feature, The Parent Trap, I prefer that over the Hayley Mills one. The Hayley Mills one is a classic, but the 1998 version, directed by Nancy Meyers, I kind of like that one slightly more. Then, of course, in 2003, she appeared in Freaky Friday. Of course, starring Jamie Lee Curtis, one of the most iconic horror icons, doing like a family comedy like this. This was like her first major foray into the family genre, because of course when you think of Jamie Lee Curtis, obviously you think of her in the Halloween franchise. She's been in True Lies, so she's a horror icon. So seeing her do like a Disney film like this was always a little odd. I mean, this movie actually got released, I believe, about a year after Jamie Lee Curtis did Halloween Resurrections. So yeah, I mean, before the 2018, before returning as Laurie Strode for the 2018 Halloween film, she's done more like before that. She actually did more like lighter films like Freaky Friday, You Again, Christmas with the Cranks, Beverly Hills Chihuahua. So anyway, now of course this is a body switching comedy where Jamie Lee Curtis's character Tess, I should say, is of course getting married to this guy named Ryan, played by Mark Harmon from CSI or NCIS, one of the two. I always keep getting my NCIS and CSI mixed up for some reason. Anyway, and of course, they end up having like a family dinner at a Chinese restaurant, and so you got this and Tess and her daughter, played by Lindsay Lohan. I gotta say, I miss old Lindsay Lohan. I miss her back in her Mean Girls and Freaky Friday day. I mean, Lindsay Lohan. When you think of Lindsay Lohan now, obviously you think of her like getting arrested, mug shots, and all that. Before she became a little messed up, Lindsay Lohan was a Disney icon. Of course, like I said, she appeared in Mean Girls, but before then she did stuff like I believe Confession Teenage Drama Queen was beforehand. She did The Parent Trap. She did Get a Clue. Who remember that? Remember Life Size? She was in that. But really, I guess you say Freaky Friday was like her bigger break. Her first film obviously was Parent Trap, but of course Freaky Friday 2003's Freaky Friday pretty much put her more on the map. And then of course Mean Girls followed like a year later. And speaking of Mean Girls, Freaky Friday is directed by Mark Waters, the same guy who gave us Freaky Friday. So there's that. Anyway, so at the Chinese restaurant, Tess and her daughter Anna, played by the aforementioned Lohan, are a bit bickering because Anna wants to like go for like a music tryout on the same day of her mom's rehearsal dinner, and her mom and Tess is not really that's a no because family comes first and all that. And so this Chinese lady who ends up overhearing. By the way, the one who plays the Chinese lady who gives him the fortune cookie, that was actually the mother from Fresh Off the Boat. The one who plays Randall Parks' character's mother. I thought that was pretty cool to see. Anyway, so of course she gives him the fortune cookie, and they end up bringing their fortune, and Jamie Lee Curtis becomes Lindsay Lohan, and Lindsay Lohan becomes Jamie Lee Curtis. That's an easy way to put it. And of course, they got try to find a way to get back before Tess gets married because I don't think the daughter wants to get married to her future stepdad. That's incest right there. Anyway, and also one who plays Anna's brother. I think the actor's name is Ryan Murruga. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And the one who plays the father is really hilarious on this. Anyway, I think this was pretty funny. I actually just rewatched Freaky Friday on Disney Plus because it's on there. It still holds up. It's hilarious. I mean, I always get a kick out of fun body switching movies, whether you're talking about Big, whether you're talking about that Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman movie, The Change Up, and of course now Freaky Friday, and I cannot wait to check out that new movie Freaky. Freaky Friday. I actually have seen it a couple times with my sister will tell you how much she loves that movie too. It's a film that still holds up. The jokes still holds up today. I mean, this is pure early 2000 Disney. I mean, obviously, if this movie was released today, it could easily just go straight to Disney Plus. But I still always get a kick out of this film, and some of the music. I mean, the one who plays Anna's friends, the one who plays one of her friends is, by the way, is best known for playing the lead girl in that Michael J. Fox movie, Life with Mikey. And the other one, I forget their name. I think the other girl is named Haley Hudson. She was on that Showtime series, Look. I thought they were both really terrific. You also had Julie Gonzalez, who right now is best known for appearing on Supergirl most recent. She pretty much played the and it's like a tormentor. She's your typical mean girl out there. And of course you had Chad Michael Murray, who you don't really see a whole lot anymore. I mean, remember when Chad Michael Murray was everywhere, like One Tree Hill, A Cinderella Story, Freaky Friday. He doesn't do a whole lot anymore. I mean, last few stuff I've seen him in was like A Midday at Christmas. I've seen him pop up a few other stuff. Chad Michael Murray does not do a whole lot as he used to, But anyway, still, Chad Michael Murray was still pretty cool on this. It was pretty funny to see. You pretty much see Jamie Lee Curtis play a teenager again because, of course, she's no stranger at playing teenagers. I mean, come on, remember back in the 1977, she was Laurie Strode in the original Halloween. So it was kind of funny to see her once again be a teenager and all. And her on-screen chemistry with Lindsay Lohan, the mother and daughter bickering was pretty fun to watch. Those two play off each other great. I mean, the ending, by the way, even leaves the film opening for a sequel, which we never really got. I remember a couple years back they were supposed to do some sort of sequel titled Freaky Monday that was supposed to feature the grandfather and the grandson, but that never really came into fruition. Of course, we did got another remake in form of a Disney Channel original, which premiered back in 2018. It was more of a musical. I wasn't really too drove it. It was pure Disney Channel, But if you guys have not really seen 2003's Freaky Friday, it got released all the way back in 2003. It's a comedy that still holds up. It's funny. It's entertaining. It's very heartfelt. Go check out 2003's Freaky Friday. And I gotta admit, you gotta check out the Jodie Foster one. I say that the remake is better, but the Jodie Foster one is still a pretty decent one too. So, anyway, let me leave with you guys. Have you ever seen 2003's Freaky Friday? If so, what were your thoughts of it? What were some of your favorite moments? Were you ever a fan of it? Were you also ever a fan of Lindsay Lohan back in the days? Etc. Drop comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Tim Moose.